Hey guys, it's Lex. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a video, which is 2 to 3 times a week. So, thanks to Miss Corona, my birthday's canceled this year. And if you're watching this video today, April 16th is my birthday.
Happy birthday to me!
Miss Corona is not gonna stop me from having a good time on my birthday. And that doesn't mean that I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna sit my ass at home, do my makeup, and eat some cake, okay? So if you wanna see how I created this birthday look, then keep watching. So I already took a shower and I primed my face with my Truly Beauty CBD Glow Serum, as well as a new Truly Beauty product that I got in the mail today. It's the Doll Skin Cream, and it reminded me almost like the Tatcha water cream. It melted into my skin so quickly and didn't feel greasy. It had more of like a liquidy texture, so I really enjoyed that. I've been doing a lot of online shopping, so I got my package from Ulta in the mail today with a few new products that I'm going to be trying. But first things first, gonna prime my face using my absolute favorite primer ever, which is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I have not tried another primer anywhere close to this. It's my absolute favorite, and it makes my foundation last for so long. It has a really sticky, almost gel-like texture. So during the spring and summer, I like a more dewy, lightweight foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Cover FX Power Play foundation in the shade N50. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on a damp beauty blender. I used to use my M6 brush from Morphe like religiously because I was too lazy to use a beauty blender and wet it every time. But now that I've been using it, I can't stop. There's nothing like a beauty blender. It just gives you that airbrushed, like perfect finish. I love having a spring birthday. I mean, obviously circumstances are different this spring, but I feel like spring means summer's right around the corner, the weather's getting warmer, the flowers and the plants start blooming. I really love this for a nice lightweight foundation that still has good coverage and it actually wears really nice all day. And now I'm going to conceal with the Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade Neutral Light 2. And the foundation is a light to medium coverage, I would say, but this concealer is nice and thick and full coverage. That is what we need in our lives over here. And I'm gonna use the opposite side, the pointy side of the beauty blender to press this into my face. Is it sad that even if we weren't quarantined, I still don't know what I would do for my birthday? I don't like to go out and drink and get like super drunk anymore. I'm kind of like over that. I just don't like feeling sick. I hate that. One thing that I did want to do that I've mentioned before in my previous videos is go to this place called Modern Terrarium. I was gonna ask my boyfriend to take me there for my birthday and then maybe just go out for a nice dinner, get some margs. That's my favorite cocktail, but I could still make margs from home. And my mom was so nice to order me a vegan cake. She asked me what I wanted and I was looking at the pictures of this girl's work that she does and she makes the cutest cakes. So I literally said, do whatever kind of cake you want. I don't care what flavor, I don't care what decorations, like as long as it says like 25 on it somewhere. So I'm super excited. It's gonna be a surprise. I'm definitely gonna post it on my Instagram story. So head over to my Instagram and let's be friends. I love how my skin looks right now. I haven't used the Cover FX foundation in a while, but I'm gonna keep this on my desk because I want to keep using that. My skin, I think, looks great. So to set my concealer, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Banana, and I'm gonna dip the same damp beauty blender that I used to put on my concealer. And I'm just going to set my under eyes and everywhere that I put the concealer. I always do a little bit extra around my nose because that's where I get the most oily. Gonna let this bake on my face for a minute and I will be right back. Okay, so I dusted off my bake and I just did my eyebrows quick off camera, and we're going to move on to bronzer. And I have a new bronzer shade, but it is a brand and product that I've tried before. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that I'm obsessed with, but I got a darker shade. The other one gave me a nice like bronzy glow, but it wasn't quite dark enough to contour my face with. So I grabbed a darker shade because they were on sale on the Ulta website. So I grabbed the shade Endless Summer. I'm gonna grab my Morphe E3 pointed fluffy brush and I'm just gonna swirl the brush in here. Ooh, that has a lot of pigment. Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot darker than the other one that I have, which is good. I think I might have used too much. It might not be too dark for me, but I might have used a little bit too much. But it's okay because setting powder is like the magic eraser of makeup and it could fix anything. And I always take my contour slash bronzer all the way around my forehead and then I hit underneath my neck with whatever's left over on the brush just to chisel out my jaw and give a little shadow underneath my neckline. I'm just gonna carve out my contour just because I feel like I took it down a little bit far, and by carving it out, it'll make it a nice sharp line and it'll take away like some of this brown that's dragged down too far. I actually think that this contour is gonna look really nice once I wipe off this bake. But in the meantime, I'm going to switch over to blush, and I have a new cream blush product. It's by ColourPop. It's their Super Shock Cheek in the shade, count me in. That's a mouthful. Super Shock Cheek, Super Shock Cheek, Super Shock Cheek. Maybe should I have put this blush on when I had my foundation on and then put powders over it, or should I put the, I don't know. Because I kind of just was doing my makeup how I normally do and I wasn't really thinking. I'm gonna swatch a little bit on the back of my hand to see what the texture is like. That's a really pretty corally pink. I think what I'm gonna do is grab some of it with a beauty blender and just kind of stamp it on so I'm not rubbing it over my powder. So I have a little bit of the cream blush on my beauty blender, and I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it on and see how it goes. Is anything happening? Is anything showing up? I actually think that looks cute. Very natural, but really cute. I'm so happy that I picked this shade. It's like my favorite blush color. It's perfect. So far, it's not making anything weird separate or like move around with my foundation, so that is a good sign. I feel like that looks airbrushed. Like, that looks really nice. I'm curious to see how it's gonna wear throughout the day on top of my foundation and powder products. I don't know if I should have put it on beforehand, but so far, so good. So now I'm just gonna dust off this bake underneath my contour. I love this blush and contour. I'm so glad that I used these today. I'm so glad they came in the mail today. It was so exciting to get some new products. I've been using the same stuff for a while now, and I haven't gone to Sephora or to the mall and like browsed the makeup section. And I'm just gonna give myself a spritz of the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I broke the bottle for it, so I poured it into an old Anastasia Beverly Hills spray bottle because it has like that MAC Fix Plus sprayer and it sprays on like so nice. I think half the reason why I love the Anastasia Dewy Set so much is just for the bottle and the way that it sprays on my face. Guys, I really butchered my brows. Okay. If you watch my videos, you know that I always do highlight last, so it is time for my favorite part, which is eyeshadow. So I think I have kind of an idea of how I want to do my eyeshadow, but first I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer, and I'm going to try this technique that I saw on Rose and Ben's Instagram. She posts tutorials to her story like every single day, and she's amazing, so you should definitely go follow her. I will put her Instagram down below. But she puts her eyeshadow primers on a dry beauty blender and puts them on her eye. So I'm gonna try that today, see if it works any better. I just have a dry Morphe sponge. Oh, that's a lot of product. I think I put a little bit too much on. So the only thing with this technique is it's hard to get the sponge in the little corner of my eye. I think I'm gonna have to touch that up with a brush unless I had like a smaller beauty blender, or maybe if I like can scrunch it up somehow. Oh yeah, that works. If I squeeze it as hard as I can and scrunch it up into a tiny little point. So I have my three favorite palettes at the moment in front of me right now. I have the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde, love this packaging. I have the Carly Bible Anastasia Beverly Hills collab, and then I also have the iconic Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. And I want to do something like special, glittery, super fun for my birthday, even though I'm not going anywhere, because it is my 25th birthday after all. So I think first I'm going to start off using the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and I'm going to pick up this brown shade right here, Crash, and just pack that onto my crease. And I always pick up my transition shade on one side of the brush and not the other, and I start off by tapping it on first and then blending it out. And the reason I do that is because I don't set my eyeshadow base with any powder or anything like that. I use my eyeshadow to set my base, and if you go in and start blending it out right away, it'll kind of like kick up the base underneath and make it look really blotchy and not cute. So you don't want to do that. So I'm just packing that shade Crash into my crease. I think I'm gonna pick up a little bit more actually. And once I get to my brow, I'm just gonna flick it out. And then once I feel like I have enough on, I'll just start blending it with windshield wiper motions just to get it nice and blended. So next I'm gonna go into my Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette and dip into this pink shade right here, Royal Pain, because I wanna add a little bit of brightness. I'm just tapping this right on top of that transition shade that I just put on. just to give it more of like a pinky, peachy spring vibe. I think what I was like missing was like a neon color. Like I really wanted a pop of like pink or orange or yellow. So I grabbed my Huda Beauty neon palette, and this one has like the pinks and the oranges. And I don't know the shade names, they're probably on the back here somewhere, but I'm not gonna look for them. So I'm gonna grab this hot pink shade right here, and I'm gonna take that on a Morphe M434. I'm just gonna pack that like on my outer V and then connect it into my lower lash line. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer on the back of my hand and carve out my crease. And to carve out my crease, my favorite brush to use is the Morphe M421. It's a really tiny, precise concealer brush, and the bristles are pretty firm and densely packed, so you can get a really sharp line. And then once I have my crease carved out how I want it, I'm just gonna go back in with that hot pink shade and blend it a little bit in on my lower lash line because I still want some of that pink to be visible on my lid. I'm gonna hop back over to my Bloodlust palette, and I'm gonna grab that purple shade, Take the Crown. That's one of his new formulas that almost have that like wet look to them. Okay, sorry guys, my camera died, but when I left off, I was putting the shade Take the Crown from the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette, and I just used my finger to press it all over my lid, and then I cleaned up the edges with a brush. And now I'm also gonna go into the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette and take this light pink shade, Wet Jewel, and just put it right on top, but in my crease, kind of up towards my brow bone, just to kind of give it like an ombre effect. This formula is like unreal. I've never used a shadow like this before. They're so creamy. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of setting powder underneath my eyes because I am getting a lot of fallout, which is completely normal for really pigmented, bright shadows. Okay, so now that I've done both eyes, I think I wanna put a really, really thin line of eyeliner. I don't even know if I wanna do a wing, but just enough so that I can put my fake lashes on and they will blend together. So I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I just very lightly lined my lash line. Okay, so now that I have a really thin line on my lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes really well. And I think that I want to do my lashes how I did them in the TikTok hacks video that I just made. I'm gonna build my lashes up as much as possible, and then I'm gonna put falsies just on the very ends of my lashes to give them like a drawn out cat fox eye look. I've been obsessed with that trend lately. So I'm just using my Pacifica Beauty Stellar Gaze mascara because I'm out of my Milk Cosmetics one. I do love the Pacifica mascaras, but when I wear my lashes natural, which I am wearing them natural, I'm just putting the lash extensions on the end. I do like to use the Milk Makeup one because it has the little fibers that build up on your lashes. All right, so I think my natural lashes are at maximum capacity for mascara, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my fake lashes on the ends. And for the TikTok makeup hacks video that I filmed, I cut the lashes in half and I used the back end of the lashes to stick on the ends. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the front ends because it's more of a gradual build from short to long. So I think that it'll look more natural. I'm just using my Tarte Pro Lash Glue, and this is the black one. It's my absolute favorite. Also, sometimes I hate how when you work so hard on an eye look and then you put on a lash and it kind of like hides it a little bit. This gives you some extra length on the end and makes your eyes look a little bit more like elongated and like almond shaped, which I really like. And you can see the whole eye look that you just spent like 4 hours on. Okay, since it's my birthday, I want to be a little bit extra, and I think I'm gonna glue some rhinestones on my face from the outer corner, almost like going into my hairline a little bit, kind of like fairy Coachella-esque. That's another reason why I love my birthday, because like Coachella and like the fashion. Spring, I feel like, is just a good time of year. I don't know if I'm biased because my birthday's in spring, but I just love it. I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. It's my favorite highlighter probably of all time. I feel like it looks good with any look on any skin tone, and it just ties everything together. And I'm just gonna put that in between my brows, on the tip of my nose, and I'm gonna highlight my cheekbones with it. Just gonna put it everywhere. So for the rhinestones, I have pink ones that have an iridescent blue shift and then some regular diamond ones. So I'm just gonna put them starting from the outer corner, kind of going back up into my temple, and I'm just gonna keep putting them on until I feel like there's enough. And I have a few different sizes. They are really tiny, but I'm gonna put some small ones and some bigger ones just to give it like a different pattern and texture. Oh, so cute. And if you do want to glue rhinestones on your face, Always use lash glue. Don't use like any type of craft glue. I don't even know if I have to say that or not. And always use a clear glue, because if you use black glue, you're gonna see the glue like underneath it and it's not gonna look cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the other eye quickly off camera and then I will be right back to finish up the look. So for lips today, I'm just lining my lips with the Carly Bible Il Maquillage collection in the shade Luna. And then I'm actually trying something different today. I'm gonna put on some chapstick just to kind of blend my lip liner together. This is one of the EOS chapsticks, by the way. And then I'm gonna top it off with my Peaches and Cream Clear Lip Gloss. One final mist of setting spray. Alright guys, and this is how I would have done my makeup if I went out for my 25th birthday. I love how this look turned out. It's a damn shame that only whoever watches this video is gonna see it, and whoever follows me on Instagram and maybe on TikTok as well, because I'm gonna be posting it everywhere because I worked too damn hard on this for nobody to see it. If you guys have a spring birthday, I feel your pain. I'm right here with you, and we're gonna go hard once this is over. So if you guys aren't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. It's free. Not many things in life are free. For some reason, my family asked me if it costs money to subscribe, because I guess when people think of a subscription, you think of like getting charged for something. So I don't know if people know that, but subscribe to my channel. It's free. And comment down below if you have a spring birthday in quarantine like me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.